Good morning, everyone, and today we are going to explore the great Himalayas. We are going to see, we are going to explore, we are going to learn more about northern great mountain Himalayas. The physical features of India can be grouped into Himalayan mountains, northern plains, peninsular plateau, the coastal plains, and Indian island. And the Indian mountains are one of the most beautiful places in India to explore the gifts of nature. Its highest peak, snow-clad mountains, you can see there. Yes, the carpet of flowers and sunrise and sunsets through the mountains offer a delightful experience, isn't it not? Yes. The Himalayan ranges can be grouped into five parallel longitudinal mountain belts of varying belt, each having distinct physiographic feature and has its own geological history. They are designated from south to north as the outer clad sub-Himalayas, also called Shivalik ranges. Yes, outer sub-Himalayas called Shivalik range and lesser or lower Himalaya next to the great Himalayan range known as Himadri, and the Tethys are Tibetan Himalayas. Further north lies the Trans-Himalayas from west to east. The Himalayas are divided broadly into three mountainous regions, that is western, central and eastern. The Himalayas are 2,400 kilometers long and their width varies from 400 kilometers in Kashmir to 150 kilometers in Arunachal Pradesh. The Shivalik range are the southernmost and geologically youngest east-west mountain chain of Himalayas. They have many sub-ranges and extend west from the Arunachal Pradesh to Bhutan to West Bengal and further to Nepal and further you can see in Himachal Pradesh and Kashmir. They extend over a width of 10 to 50 kilometers and have altitude vary from 900 to 1100 kilometers. The longitudinal valley lying between the Lesser Himalayas and the Shivaliks are known as dunes. For example, we have Dehradun and Kotli Dune and Patli Dune. Now these are some of the well-known dunes. The hills are cut through wide interval by a numerous large rivers flowing south from the Himalayas. Next, we will see the Lesser Himalayas or Himachal Himalayas. The Lesser Himalayas or Himachal Himalayas lies to the south of Himadri. The altitude varies between 3,700 to 4,500 meter and average width is 50 kilometer. It consists of Pir Panjal range which forms the longest and most important range. Next is the Dauladhar range and the Mahabharat range. Now these three ranges are the important ranges lying in the Lesser Himalayas. The Pir Panjal range is the largest sub-range of Lesser Himalayas. It is a group of majestic mountains in the Indian state of Himachal Pradesh and Jammu and Kashmir. The average elevation varies from 1,400 meters to 4,100 meters. The Pir Panjal range is the largest range of lower Himalayas. Deotiban and Indrasan are the two tallest peaks of Pir Panjal's mountains range. It also has India's longest rail tunnel, the Pir Panjal Railway Tunnel and Banihal Road Tunnel, famous Rohtan Pass and Banihan Pass. The Dauladhar range is one of the branch of main outer Himalayan chain of mountain in Himachal Pradesh. Dhauladhar mountain range is one of the major attraction in Kangra range. Along with the amazing Kangra valley, highest peak of Dhauladhar range is Hanumanji Ka Tibba with an elevation of 5639 meter. The Mahabharat range completely lies in Nepal. The lesser Himalayas consist of Kashmir Valley, Kangra Valley and Kulu Valley. The Kashmir Valley is bounded on the southwest of Pir Panjal range and the northeast by the main Himalayan range. It is approximately 135 km long and 32 km wide, and it is drained by the river Jhelum. Kulu Manali is one more important tourist place in this region due to its close proximity. These two names, that is Kulu and Manali, is often considered as a single destination. Kulu Manali is known for its amazing hills and various temples, and sightseeing location attracts a huge number of visitors each year. The Kulu Valley is surrounded by pine forest and is located between Greater Himalayan Range as well as Inner Himalayan Range. The Pir Panjal Kulu Manali is one of the topmost tourist place in Himachal Pradesh and frequently visited by a huge number of tourists and pilgrims. Kangra Valley predominantly lies in the state of Himachal Pradesh in India. It is one of the Himachal's most important valley. The next one is the Greater Himalaya or Himadri. This is the most continuous, loftiest, northernmost range of Himalayas. The snow-clad mountain range rises the height up to 6,000 meters and are covered with snow. Many peaks exceed 8,000 meters, and it is a source of large number of glaciers varying dimensions. When I say glacier, it refers to a huge mass of moving ice. Though it is described as the longest range, it is not continuous because large number of rivers originating the north of this range cut across from a deep gorge and move towards the south. However, compared to the outer range, the Himadri is more massive. The Great Himalayan Range runs northwest to southeast in the western part. Behind these range lies the Zaskar Range. The Zaskar Range is the mountain range in Indian state of Jammu and Kashmir that separates Zaskar from Ladakh. Geologically, Zaskar Range is a part of Tethys Himalayas. The next one is Trans-Himalayan Range. They are about 40 km wide and 965 km long. It consists of Karakoram, Ladakh and Kailash Range. The Karakoram Range, located in the northern part of state of Jammu and Kashmir. It is one of the major range of Himalayan system. It is the home of highest concentration of peaks rising over 8,000 meter. K2 is the second highest peak in the world and highest peak in India, and runs for a distance for 500 km, and it is heavily glaciated part of the world outside the polar region. The next one is the Ladakh Range. It is more or less like a huge high altitude plateau region. It is located between Karakoram Range and the main Himalayan Range. It lies in the rain shadow region. The entire Ladakh region can be described as cold desert. The next one is Kailash Range. Now this one lies entirely outside Indian territory. The Kailash Peak and Manasarovar Lake are the prime attraction for pilgrims from west to east. The Himalayas are divided broadly into three mountainous regions that are Western, Central and Eastern. The Western Himalayas extend from Indus River to west to Kali River along the Nepal border in Jammu and Kashmir and Uttarakhand. The Western Himalayas can be further divided on the basis of regions such as Kashmir Himalayas, Himachal Himalayas, and Punjab Himalayas and Kumaon Himalayas. The next one is the Central Himalayas. It stretches between river Kali to river Testa. The major part of Central Himalayas is covered by Nepal. Its eastern part is called the Sikkim Himalayas and the Darjeeling Himalayas. The Eastern Himalayas, it stretches between the river Testa and river Brahmaputra. It occupies the state of Arunachal Pradesh. The Eastern Himalayas are also called Arunachal Himalayas. Eastern Himalayas have number of passes. Passes refers to the gap between two mountains. You can see Jalapla and Bumla Pass. So far we have seen about the Great Himalayas. Now we will learn about the associated mountains. Now the hill ranges running in the north-south direction along the Myanmar border are called Purvanchal. As they form the easternmost part of the country, they are called Purvachal. They run through a state of Arunachal Pradesh, Nagaland, Manipur, Mizoram. As a result of eastward movement of Indo-Australian plate, a series of hills have developed in these regions from north to south. These hills are referred by a different name, like we have Patkai Hills in Arunachal Pradesh, Naga Hills in Nagaland, Manipur Hills in Manipur, and Lushai Hills in Mizoram. The highest peak of Nagaland is Saramati Peak, which is 3,826 meters. So with this we are completing the entire physiographic division of Great Himalayas. And now we will see the major peaks of Himalayas. Now we will see the major peaks of Himalayas. First, Mount Everest. You can see it is located in Nepal. Second, K2. Mount K2 is the second highest peak of the world. And third is Kanchenjunga. It is located in Sikkim. You can see in 100 note rupees also. And fourth one, Lohesti. Fifth one, Makula. Sixth place goes to Cho Oyu. Seventh place goes to Dhaulagiri. Eighth place goes to Manaslu. And ninth highest peak you can see in Nanga Parbat. And 10th place is Annapurna. Thank you for watching this video. I'm going to upload another video for your exploration. You can explore seeing that.